We have all seen it happen. Inflation is increasing prices at the grocery store. Up with your food bill. SNAP benefits are going down.
Yeah, for the next few minutes, we are going to dig into programs in our state that can help you afford healthy food, as well as ways to slash your credit card debt and save some extra money.
All right, so first, a lot of you had questions about why the expanded SNAP benefits are ending right now. Our Verified team found out.
SNAP, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as food stamps, is federal aid that helps people with low incomes to buy food. SNAP recipients have received additional monthly funds since the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. But as federal COVID-19 relief programs wane, several viewers texted Verify to ask if SNAP recipients will be impacted. So let's verify. Will SNAP recipients continue to get extra benefits in March? Our sources are the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Congress's 2023 budget, and the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities. Congress's 2023 budget includes a provision to end the extra SNAP benefits for all states in February of 2023. That means starting in March, SNAP recipients will be getting less money in their accounts. How much less depends on the size of the household. On average, the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities says a household will receive about $95 a month less. So we can verify, no, SNAP recipients will not receive extra benefits in March. But some SNAP recipients are already feeling the change. 18 states had already voluntarily chosen to stop giving SNAP recipients additional benefits. Recipients in those states will not see additional changes in their monthly benefits between February and March.
North Carolina, not one of those states. You will see change. In the last few months, more than 41 million Americans saw their SNAP benefits cut. Dana Backus talked with people feeling the real-life impact.
Do you think you'll be visiting more food banks like this?
Oh, yes.
As boosts to SNAP benefits end, retired airline service agent George Capella says he's now left figuring out how to put food on the table.
You have to make up for it somewhere. And hopefully you can.
The additional assistance went into effect about 3 years ago during the pandemic and helped keep 4.2 million Americans out of poverty.
We anticipate a really significant uptick in the number of people who are going to visit us in the coming weeks.
Leslie Gordon is the president and CEO of Food Bank for New York City and says families already have few options, with food prices climbing more than 11% from just a year ago.
I never thought in my wildest dreams that we would see an increase of almost double the amount of people who are visiting our agency partners on the ground for food.
Food banks across the country are bracing for the increased demand, from Indiana to Texas to California. In Seattle, Leticia Brito says she and her son may soon not have enough food.
What is really worrying me right now is having a cut down on the food that I'm going to have to buy so I can have enough money to pay my rent.
So if you're among those who saw your benefits reduced this month, the State Department of Health and Human Services wants to know and wants you to know about the other programs that are available.
We're recommending folks go to our website, www.ncdhhs.gov/food resources, for a list of additional programs and supports that people might be eligible for. Second, we are encouraging families, particularly those with young children, to consider and see if they might be eligible for the WIC program. So that is for women, infants, and children under 5, and it supports women who are pregnant or breastfeeding or have a child under 5. And folks can learn more about the WIC program at www.ncdhhs.gov/ncwic. And then finally, we also know every community has a unique landscape of organizations and community-based groups and faith groups that might be helping provide food resources to those in need. And so we recommend folks reach out to NC211 by dialing the number 211 or going to the website www.nc211.org to learn about community resources that might be in their county or in their city or town.
Now, one of those community efforts to get folks fed happened right here in the Triad today in Winston-Salem. This is a look at Bowman Gray Stadium. The parking lot was just full this morning. It's where Second Harvest Food Bank held a food distribution event. People lined up as early as 6 a.m. for the 8:45 start time.
Inevitably, we all have to go to the grocery store at some point. So here are some ways to get out of there as cheap as possible. First, financial experts say before you buy anything, make a budget of all your monthly bills. Apps like Mint can help you plan everything out. That way you know before you go how much you can actually spend at the store. Next, level up your coupon game. Don't just use the ones in the Sunday paper. You should also save the printed coupons you get with your receipts. And you can join Facebook groups like Coupon Experts. Then plan your meals. You can Google cheap and easy meals to make your life a little easier. And with that, you can make a grocery list of all the items you need for your recipe. Lastly, add all those items to a virtual cart like the store's app or even Instacart. But don't check out. That way you can get an idea of what you have to pay before you go to the store.
Now, if you just want to skip the store altogether, then, that works too. Your garden would be a great place to go and shop.
What do you think you're saving on groceries?
Every month, probably $400.
Whoa, Beth Brown needs groceries. She often does her own shopping in her backyard.
The prices in food have really gone up just everywhere, and so I have been growing a lot more vegetables to kind of keep up with that.
Don't know where to start? Well, the Farmer's Almanac says you should do a little research to find out what grows well where you live. Only grow the things that you and your family will want to eat so that you don't have waste. Start the growing process off right with good soil, and don't plant everything all at once. You're going to keep your garden productive by staggering that planting. And if you don't have a lot of space to work with or good soil to start with, consider raised garden beds or containers.
Even just growing those herbs saves a lot of money. If you're still looking for ways to pinch pennies amid high inflation and the Federal Reserve's raising interest rates, a call to your credit card company could help.
If you Google scripts to lower credit card interest rates, you'll see a plethora of options. They all basically hit the same points. Say you want to lower your APR, explain how long you've been a customer, point out if you make your payments on time, then find some comparable credit card options. We gave two people with different credit situations these scripts to see if they work.
I've been a loyal customer for about 4 or 5 years now, and I know a few other credit cards are offering better rates than what I'm getting right now. I'd hate for the interest rate to drive me away from your service. Is there anything that you can do for me?
Before this call, Leandro Canyete's interest rate on his Discover card was at about 27%. He was carrying a balance and got behind on some payments.
Wow, thank you so much.
After a simple ask and a 17-minute phone call, Discover waived some of his late fees and dropped his interest rate to less than 1% for 60 months to help him get back on track.
I'm shook right now. I'm completely just shook with what just happened, and I'm just very grateful for that, to be honest.
Then Ed Albert gave the skip a try. He has excellent credit and pays his bills on time. The interest on his Southwest credit card is a little over 20%. His 9-minute phone call didn't end with a lower interest rate, but he was offered a $70 statement credit and told to call back next month to see if he could lower his interest rate then.
Now I'm angry. I'm definitely going to call back.
He also called his Capital One card.
Right now I'm at 19.15%. And I know that there are some other credit cards right now offering better rates than what I'm getting on mine right now.
This company wouldn't budge on his interest rate. And he stuck to the script and even asked to chat with a supervisor.
So far it says I've been on the phone for 8 minutes and 8 seconds.
Still, they offered him nothing.
Well, that one didn't go as well.
It's worth trying. Experts say your interest rate only likely to go up as the Fed keeps raising rates.
Yeah, so while it doesn't always work for everyone, now is a good time to try and get that rate lowered.